drew this once for a YouTube video. It's my best work. Hi guys, welcome to 24 Days of Comfort, a video every day until Christmas where we just kind of slow down, relax, unwind, and get cozy. So before we start, I want to do a cozy check-in. So see if you can get comfortable. Let's get some extra oxygen in by taking a deep breath together. Releasing any tension in the jaw, and the neck, the shoulders, the back, the hips, the legs. And then see if there's anything that you need, because this is your you time. Maybe you want to put your phone on Do Not Disturb. Maybe you want to join me on this, so prepare for that. Or maybe you want to, I don't know, grab a blanket, grab some tea. And then we can get started. Today is day 11. Day 11 on my tea calendar is English breakfast, which it has the tea caffeine in it, which I'm not drinking. So I have a little herbal tea, just a mint tea with a little bit of honey. That isn't from the tea calendar, but cheers, there's still tea involved. I wanted to, in case you couldn't tell, declutter with you. I have these drawers that are normally under my bed. And I keep all my creative stuff in there basically, but it's a mess and I need to reorganize a little bit. I did a bit of the work yesterday, but I'm already feeling overwhelmed. I'm also a little bit low energy today. I have to work in the afternoon, wasn't feeling the best. It's 12, but I'm still in pajamas. I'm just exercising my free will today, and I thought I would bring you along and we could just chit chat, see what bibs and bobs come out of these drawers. Let's get started. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so you won't miss an upload tomorrow or the day after or the day after or the day after or the day after. Okay, you're not going to be able to see it very well, but I really hope you understand that I can't be bothered changing the angle around every time. It's very overwhelming. Bad YouTuber. Okay, I have two drawers. One drawer used to be nail stuff, music stuff, ASMR, triggers, and other random miscellaneous objects. And then the other one is creative stuff and travel. You can already tell probably that this is a little bit of a chaotic setup that we have here. Also because this cabinet right here holds all of my tech stuff. So cables, cameras, lenses, and all the things that go with that. In this drawer, which is like the nail stuff, ASMR stuff, tech things, I also keep all the boxes to my camera lenses and my Rode wires for the microphone and stuff. What's in here? Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Keeping this, sure. That's USB-C wires for the microphones. Okay, a little bit of a rundown. What I used to film is a Sony camera. This is the Sony A7C Mark II, which is a full frame camera. I love it so much. I'm using a Viltrox lens. It's a 20mm for vlogs. I usually use a 35mm lens. That's from Samyang, but I also have a 24 from Samyang. And I also have like a 28 to 70 something. I got a couple. The thing is, for the camera, I want to keep the box. But for the lenses, I don't feel like I need to keep the box, because if I plan on selling them or sending them out for repairs or anything, I can find a different box. The camera though, the body of this camera was very expensive, so I feel like if I want to sell it, I would like to have the box. So that's the camera. Then I use various microphones for various circumstances. My main thing is that I make ASMR, which is very audio based. So I have some microphones. I use a Blue Yeti to film most of my videos, but I also have two Rode NT1 microphones, which I'll actually show you. I haven't filmed with them in a while because one of them is broken and I need to fix it, but it's these microphones. They are very good. I got these pop filters that go over it, so now it looks really weird. This one needs to get fixed. But for that, I have a bunch of cables because mine can do XLR, so classic microphone cable, or USB-C, so you can plug it directly into your computer. Here are the USB-C cables. I don't really use them, but I'm keeping them. Okay, I slightly changed the angle because I thought that the audio was not working because my microphone was like, I don't know. But in order for microphones to work, you need an interface. An interface goes into your computer. It's kind of the thing that catches the sound and processes it to go to the computer. Wrong explanation, but kind of. I use a Scarlett interface. This is the 2i2 4th generation. I haven't had this one for that long. I used a different one for a long time, so I'm keeping the box for now as well in case I run into any issues. So that's going there. But the lens boxes I can get rid of. If you're ever looking for budget camera lenses and you use a Sony camera to film, whether it's an APS-C or full frame camera, take a look at Viltrox because so affordable with such good quality. It's insane. The issue that I find with reorganizing, decluttering, etc. is that it gets worse before it gets better. But by worse, it's like it gets a lot worse, you know? And that stresses me out, especially on a low energy day. I'm like, I don't really know how long I'm going to be able to handle this, but we'll see. Okay, so here I have a bunch of nail stuff that I rarely use because I store it somewhere else. I do my own gel nails most of the time, but this is regular polish, a little tiny cure light. Everything is also sticky because something leaked. It's great. A lot of brushes for nail art, some press-ons, shot glasses because one time I ordered something on Vinted and the seller gave me these, but I don't drink, and also all my stuff, all my kitchen stuff from when I lived away is like in boxes somewhere, so I can't really easily add these, so I've just been keeping them here, but I should probably find a different spot for them. They are cute though, I appreciate it. Some Etsy press-on nails that are also for ASMR purposes, and then just a bunch of stickers and all that stuff. Ooh, these I could actually use again. Okay, well, I think I will need to look into this thing specifically some other time. I know that it's going to remain in this thing, so I'm just gonna put it back. I'm gonna put it towards the back of the drawer because these go on the side of my bed and one of the drawers can't open fully. So this back side I try to keep with things that I never use. So the boxes to the items that I own, and the nail stuff that I'm not really grabbing a lot. Makes it easier. Then I have a couple other boxes. This one you can't quite see, but this holds my music stuff. So it has cables. It has one of those. It has a microphone stand. It's got a wall hook, a lot of harmonicas. So music stuff there. And then this holds nothing right now. It used to hold a bunch of random old school crap. I have this old Minolta film camera. With a roll of film, I like to use Kodak Ultramax film for color prints, but I don't like the camera that much because it's quite a lot to bring along, you know? So I'm hoping to sell that or something. Then I have some old phones. This is a flip phone from when I wanted to be off-grid. The quality of this is horrible. And then I have my own old mobile phone. I hope that I can turn it on. Anyway, it was this LG and it had a little You can slide it open. So good. Okay, so definitely keeping those. I have my old camera here. This is a Panasonic Lumix camera, but little heart stickers on it. Very cute. Very, very beat up little case. But anyway, she still works. She's fun to use at parties and stuff when I used to go to parties. So I'm keeping that as well. I don't know if I want to put that back there or leave it with all the tech stuff. I also don't know if I want to put some music stuff in there that I for now have in there. I might actually move some stuff around. But we're also going to get to that later. I'm not doing the best job at reorganizing yet, am I? Oh, and then I also have this little handy cam that is my grandma's and that I need to give back. That was all in there. Then I have a box with ASMR stuff. I downsized. It wasn't a much bigger thing, but this holds all the things that sound nice that I use in videos sometimes. And then here I put all the jewelry making stuff because if you've seen my keychain making video, I've got a new obsession. I need to get some containers to organize it a bit better, but that goes in there. So I found a place for it, which I'm really excited about. Oh, and then I also have a Lego set that I still need to build, but it's also, the purpose was for an ASMR video. I think I'm going to leave this drawer for now. the art drawer. I think I'm gonna move you around so you can see a little bit better in this one, because I think this will be fun. Played a little bit of Tetris, but I'm sure that will be fine. Okay, welcome to the craft drawer. This is where I keep all the art stuff. I do have one little box in here that holds office supplies, kind of, like glue, tape rollers, and tape, and trash bin lining, trash bags. Those like gummy buddies that you can stick on the wall to hang pictures. Lint rollers. So that's kind of like office-y stuff. But I also have in my desk drawers one drawer with like journaling supplies that I grab a lot. And then also one with office desk type of stuff. And I feel like this is where something needs to change. There are two options. I'm either going to talk you through what I'm thinking and what I'm doing, or I'm going to go mute and sort this out and come back to you later and give you a tour. But for now, we're just going to look at this drawer, and I want to show you a couple things. This is some wrapping paper that I use for vintage orders because it's cute. Almost out. These are mandala coloring books that I never really use. Only semi-recently I made one. This is the one that I prefer because it has the meaning of the mandalas. Then I got a crap ton of stickers. These are all from Action, which is a cheap store in the Netherlands. I don't promote it per se, but they had affordable stickers, and a girl who comes to girls' night at work, she is very excited about these stickers, and I was like, you know what, I'll go get them, and then when we do girls' night, I can also bring these. I keep forgetting to do that, but that was the idea. A candle that I can take out of the box and actually put in a jar. This can go in the recycling bin. This is some ribbon, Christmassy ribbon. Don't know where to keep that. And then here I have this little box. This is from Hema, or a container, or I don't know, basket. English. I recently got new pencils and I put them in here. Then I have some other markers and stuff. A bunch of washi tapes. I didn't have any washi tape anymore, so I got this one set also from Action. And it's decent, so that's nice. I got some washi tapes again. Cleaning wipes. And then all my other markers that are, well, I'm assuming water-based. Crayola Super Tips that are just fun for drawing. I've got these friggin' Ohuhu markers that people have been talking about. These are like the Copic markers dupes. They're alcohol-based, so they're kind of like Sharpie equivalents, but these have brush pens and other tips, and very ASMR friendly, and these are really good. I've been trying to learn how to use them. I have this tiny little sketchbook that I use to do watercolor paintings in, just little ones on the go when I feel like it. I have a tiny little watercoloring set, so while traveling this is also fun to bring along. But I tried to work with these markers. So this one I'm really happy with. It turned out really good. This is a seashell. And then this girl, I'm trying to learn how to blend the colors of the markers, which isn't going too well, but you know, I'm working on it. Little girl I drew. And yeah, this is just a fun thing that I have and that I bring with me sometimes. But this is where I've been learning how to use those markers. Unrelated, really. So I got a lot of markers, is what I'm trying to say. Then I have some scrapbook stuff. I have some old magazines. This is where I keep old stickers and scraps. But this is also where I keep old stickers and scraps and papers. Oh my god. Then I have this holiday themed paper. I really only like the green gingham that's in here. The rest is very, very Christmassy, so I might need to get started on Christmas crafts. The nice thing is that worst case, I don't use these things and I leave them at work for craft nights and stuff. And then here I keep my Yoga Nidra scripts from my training. I'm gonna put this in the for now empty-ish box that's there. And then I just have one of these, you never know when you need it, you know, just a regular old notebook. That's what I was trying to say. Then I have a couple of little canvases. This is a very tiny one. This is a little bit of a bigger one, but still small, which is great. Some homeopathic pills for when you're nauseous. This is a container that held my concealer when I'm traveling. Interesting. A ruler, trash bags, a cutting mat, modeling clay. Been in there for years. I don't know if it's still good. One time I went on a first date with someone, or a second date with someone, and we did the modeling clay. I think that this is still from that. That was in 2021, I think. His name was Max and he was really kind. We had no connection, but it was very cute that he wanted to do crafts with me and he made me a little elephant. But that elephant is at his house because the date after that we were painting them and then he left it there to dry and then we kind of stopped hanging out and now the elephant is at his house. But he did make it for me. So I feel like that's a little bit shitty, but anyway, shout out to Max. Actually, no. Here's a little box. Here's a sketchbook. Let's see if I made anything that I want to show you. In 2020, I drew Zendaya. I don't know if you can really tell that that's her, but it is. Disney sketches. Very hard to tell, probably. Drew this once for a YouTube video. It's my best work. So the sketch pad. I still have some pages left in this, so I can try out the markers on that. And then I have this box. And if you paint and you're into organizing, close your eyes. It's where I keep all my paint and my brushes. And it's very chaotic, but yeah. We're gonna close that and not look at it anymore. That's a problem for another day. But this is all my acrylic paint. These are pictures that I had printed when I borrowed my uncle's film camera, which was a black and white roll of film, and it was a great experience. My first time shooting black and white. Shout out Foto voorbij Nijmegen, love you guys. Got watercolors. These have a bunch of them. This is like the big palette that I use sometimes. But honestly, I just keep going back to my tiny little palette, which is this one. And this is the one that I bring for travel. I did get stopped at security at the airport because I had a very... this was a very suspicious item because the consistency was really weird. So they were like, what's in your bag? Take it out. It's like, it's just my watercolors. I love them. Then here's another sketchbook. This has like a bit of thinner paper. And then I have this really big sketch pad, which is for watercolor as well. But I only ever used this for an ASMR video where I did a teaching you Dutch. And it was a very fun video to make. Oh yeah, this was a collab with Babbel, which is a language learning app. Did you guys see my cat come in? Okay, well, I think he's gonna lay down in that box. Oh, maybe not. Wat is er allemaal, hè? Kom je even hoi zeggen? He's like, this is a maze. Why did you make a maze in your room? I can't walk anywhere. Okay, so to give you an idea of the vibe on this side, this is kind of what it's all looking like. So, drawer is now empty. Great. So we're going to reorganize. I want to keep all my painting stuff together because that's just most convenient and I don't use it as often. And usually when I grab one thing out of the paint collection, the paint stuff, I need multiple things. So I'm going to stack this up and put it towards the back. Do you approve? Do you not approve? What do you want? Do you remember in the Get Ready With Me yesterday that I said that there's some face powder on my floor from the Charlotte Tilbury thing? He's currently sitting on it because I haven't vacuumed. And he just sat down on a piece of face powder. So that's great. Now he's gonna make biscuits on my bed. All right, we can continue. The scrap stuff I want to keep together. This thing is really inconvenient to store because it's quite large. I'm all about convenience and workflow, having things easily accessible, which is sometimes a bit difficult with all this stuff. But the thing is, I also have this container that I keep under the other side of my bed, and I could also put scrap stuff in here so I can just pull it out and carry it with me easily. So I might actually get started with that. So maybe I do this. The stickers should go there. So in this little thing, I have some random stuff as well, which includes a moisturizer or like a makeup primer, cotton rounds, letter stamps, 2 pens. Oh, this actually, I bought this last week and I lost it already, so good to know it's there. This one's also still good. Geodriehoek, I don't know how to say it in English. And a little pencil sharpener, which I probably shouldn't toss back in here. But then also I have some stuff from a very old Wreck This journal. I'm just gonna keep that there for now. But I think that I can put the washi tapes in here. These are little clamps that are sometimes convenient when journaling, so you can make the page flatter. So I'm gonna put that in here as well. And I'm going to put the glue rollers in here as well because I only use them for journaling purposes. I'm gonna take them out of the box. I think I'm going to put all my markers in the bed drawer because I also use them separately for things and I can just... But this would save a lot of space in the bed drawers. Crazy. I have some glue that was in the drawer at my desk, which I'm going to toss in here. I need to talk about this. I have this thing. It's from Dylan and Camilla, and I was so heavily influenced by Emma Teubel. Emma is a Dutch YouTuber. She owns a bookstore. She makes book content. She does journaling stuff. She's the cutest. I really think that she's one of the most wholesome creators. She's very honest as well, and I love that. And she got this for journaling, and I was just immediately sold. I like the quality, I like the sustainability of Dylan and Camilla anyway. So this is a toiletry bag, but in it I keep my journaling stuff. And a journal fits in here, actually it fits 2. So if I want to bring, let's say, my reading journal, I can put it in here and it fits. And then I have this little pencil case where I keep all of the basic things that I use a lot. So I have a white gel pen. I have all my pens that I just use for writing. And I have a pencil sharpener, my gray pencils, an eraser, and then these kind of highlighter-esque brush pens. These are Tombow ABT brush pens, so they have like a fine tip and a brush tip, and I use these to highlight in books and just generally for, I don't know, random stuff. And it fits on top of here, and then I have all my pens together, and I grab this all the time separately, but I can also put it together. And then this holds... Oh, I also got this thing because she got one, which is a little ruler that fits in here, which is perfect. I will say, I only just realized I have this, otherwise I would have just put this in, which I'm still going to do that. But then I wouldn't have bought it, but it's fine. And then some scissors, stuff like that. So I have all the things that I would need to journal. And then recently a viewer also got me some stickers that are like Gilmore Girls themed, and I can put this on there as well. And then I have my whole little setup, and if I want to go downstairs I can just bring this and do my little journaling. And then if I want to get crazy I can bring this bad boy out, you know? So yeah, shout out to Emma for influencing me. Damn it. But I'm really happy about it. Where are we at? I think that I'm gonna remove this. She's heavy. But then I have my painting stuff, and then the coloring books. Easily accessible because you never know when you need a moment of mindfulness. And I'm gonna put all my pens and pencils and markers, all that jazz, here so that it's easy to grab. The moment I open the drawer, I know what I'm grabbing. I got all of these at various times from Hema, and they are just Great. I like a see-through pencil case so you can see what's in there. I'm gonna put my canvases here as well. What's the date on the clay? I'm gonna keep the Christmas ribbon in the scrapbooking box as well, because for now well, no, I'm not gonna scrap with that. I'll put it here. I can put my jewelry making stuff here, which creates some space here. I mentioned earlier how I have my nail stuff in this thing. My current gel nail setup is all in this thing. It's from Hema. I've been using pink gel lock for about 8 years or something. And this is where I keep my little lamp and the polish. And it's perfect. And here at the top, I can put all the tools that I need. So if I want to do gel nails anywhere, all I have to bring is this. And it's great. And now it fits in the drawer. I'm very happy about that because it's been sitting on my bookshelf. And while I do think it's pretty, I don't like having just a random toiletry bag on my bookshelf. That brings me to my next category, which is my travel stuff. This is my toiletry bag for travel. I always keep all my stuff in here, but I also have a tiny little box with some things like backup stuff and a little traveling jewelry case. At the beginning of my YouTube channel, I used to work with Hey Happiness a lot, which is a jewelry brand, and they gave me this, and it's actually very nice. Sometimes I bring it for travel, other times I just toss everything in my toiletry bag. And then this is a little blow dryer that folds up. And it's gonna go in the other drawer. This used to be in the art drawer as well. Putting it at the back because I rarely use it. Well, that leaves me with a lot of space, which is nice. This random office stuff and like cleaning shit, I'm gonna try to fit in here. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna look at that another time because I want to reorganize these drawers when I'm not filming myself. But now it's time to tidy up a bit. It's the next day. Let me give you a tour of the results. I'm pretty much done organizing and decluttering. I'm going to show you around. Okay, so this is the drawer beside the bed. Nail stuff that I don't use, officey stuff, cleaning supplies, random camera things, microphone stuff, cables, music stuff, cameras, boxes behind there, Lego, travel things. Then we go here, and this is where I have all my creative stuff. So here's all the jewelry making that's going to get worse, probably. Stop focusing on my hand. We've got the painting supplies in the back, the clay. Here's an old laptop that I did need to put somewhere, so I put it there. Mandalas here. I've got all my markers, and then my ASMR supplies. I have some room here for other journaling things, which I'm excited about, because I like having breathing room and for it not to all be cluttered in there, so happy with that. Then this got reorganized a little bit. This has tarot cards and everything. This holds a bunch of tea. Here are my lenses, DJI. Normally my Blue Yeti microphone is there, but it's now on my desk right there. Here I've got camera accessories and little tripods, and then here I've got microphone stuff. Don't look in there, it's cluttered. And then I did do quite a bit of reorganizing in here, and I'm excited about that. Here I've got my planner. This is a tiny version of that. I've got my sunglasses, blue light glasses, other sunglasses, food for the cat, little snacks, a bunch of SD cards that I found, sticky notes and tape, just officey grab and go stuff. Here I've got my journaling supplies that I grab a lot. So this is my fun journal, my reading journal, my watercolor set, and little notebooks that aren't in use. Beauty stuff, hair dryer, makeup stuff, hair stuff, or straightener I meant. Empty. I can put things here. That's exciting. And then this holds a couple of officey things. So I have some breathing room, like I said, and I'm so excited about it. Thank you so much for keeping me company while I sorted all this out. It was very exhausting, but it's always so worth it in the end because I have so much room left now. I did throw a bunch of stuff out and I'm excited about that as well. Just stuff that I haven't been using in a long time. And now, if you don't mind, I need to bring the handy cam back to my grandma. And I will see you in tomorrow's video. Here's a forehead kiss. Take care, relax, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!